Hello and welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Arati coming to you with another stimulus update and news report. This is January the 6th, 2021. Come on in. This stimulus update is for all of you entrepreneurs and small business owners out there. Really important information for you so that you can get a financial lifeline for your business. We all know that the $9 billion stimulus just passed. It was signed into law and the new programs are rolling out. So you need to be well informed of what's going on so that you can take action for your business. So before I get started, as always, do give this a thumbs up. So if you're coming on, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know who you are. Drop a comment. Drop any questions that you have. I will try to answer some as I'm on this broadcast. If I don't get to your question, I will always follow up after the show. Do subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Hit that notification bell so that you know any and every time that we go live and drop new content. Do share out this broadcast because sharing is caring. There are millions of entrepreneurs and small business owners out there that are still in desperate need of help, resources, information that they're not really getting anywhere else. And this is where you can get the latest up-to-date information on stimulus, on grants, on how to get money for your business. Okay. So I've helped so many of you all out there. So you want to make sure that you're definitely well informed. So I really want to just start off this stimulus update with just asking everybody to lift a prayer up for all of those individuals in the in Capitol Hill, around the DMV area in the United States. There's been some unrest, and so that's very concerning. We want to pray for peace, and we want everyone to be safe. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the Senate runoff race in Georgia. So we finally got the official word that the Democrats that were running, that is Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, have been declared the official winners of their Senate races. So whatever side you're on, that's not really my concern. My concern is that you understand what this could potentially mean for you and your business. Okay. So since they have now won, that means that the Senate, both the House and the Senate are Democratic control, or controlled by the Democrats. Okay. So we know the Senate up until now has been controlled by the Republicans. Now it'll be controlled by the Democrats, which means there is more opportunity for more stimulus. Okay, for all of you all that are out there, because the Democrats were pushing since the very beginning for more money, more stimulus for the American people, for small businesses. They started way back in May with the HEROES Act, which was an over $3 trillion stimulus bill that had all types of benefits, including student loan cancellation. A lot of relief for small businesses were in there. They had more in reference to stimulus checks. So this is something that we should be expecting. So they already said that they are looking towards more stimulus checks. So we just got the $600. They were pushing for the $2,000. And so once the new president is installed, right, the new Senate is fully functioning, they're going to be pushing for the $2,000 stimulus check and possibly more. So we'll see what happens with that. So because the Democrats have control of the House and Senate, it's going to just make it less challenging, more easier for the president to get things done. Okay, because Kamala Harris as the vice president will be the tiebreaker. So if there's any ties that need to be broken, like Pence broke the ties up until now, Kamala Harris will be breaking the ties as well in the Senate. So again, that could mean more stimulus checks to come. That also means more stimulus a whole different packages. You could go back to the HEROES Act 2.0, the Small Business Lifeline Act that I've done videos on. You could go check that out. It details so many programs for small businesses that are bigger than the ones that we actually have that I'll be covering here for you today. Okay. If you have any questions on that, please do let me know. But congratulations to those who won the Senate races. Let's make this opportunity to get things done for the American people. I'm looking for them to take swift action regarding that, because there's such a need. And this $900 billion stimulus package was only supposed to be a down payment on a much larger package. Okay. So that's that. Let's talk about stimulus checks. So most of Americans, you should have seen a deposit in your bank account around Monday or Tuesday. If you received yours, let me know in the comments. If you're still waiting, let me know in the comments. So there's some updates I want to provide to you. I gave information in a video on the stimulus check, so you can check that out as well. I did receive mine on New Year's. I was so excited about it. But most should have gotten yours. But if you didn't, hear some things that you need to know. Do not call the IRS. Okay. They're not accepting phone calls, and it's not even the best way to find out what's happening with your stimulus payment. If you are trying to find out what's happening with your stimulus payment, your check, this is the economic impact payment, right? The one-time payment of $600. You want to use the link that I have in the description or the show notes of this video on the IRS website, which is at irs.gov. Okay. And it's a check that your payments option there, and you put in your information and it will tell you the status of your check. If you get a status not available, which some people are reporting that they have, that means that you will not be getting an automatic payment. Do not expect a deposit. What you will need to do is file your taxes and then get the credit on your taxes when you file for your 2020. Okay? So make sure that you have a professional tax preparer that is well versed in taxes, and I would say in small business taxes, although that this does not pertain to small business. But you want to make sure that you have a tax preparer that knows about these credits so that they can apply them for you. Okay. So you will not be getting a deposit if you see a status not available. There have been reported issues with those of you that are clients. If you did your taxes through H&R Block or TurboTax, I think there were some issues back with the first one that they're reporting. So they're aware of that. So I don't know what the workaround is for that. But I know some people are reporting that their checks was deposited into the wrong account. But then some people reporting that and then finding out that it was actually the right account. Again, when you're opening and closing different accounts, you may have forgotten you had an account open, right? That they were using to actually put your money into the account. Now, if you are one of these people that, you changed your bank account or went to the wrong bank, you would have to wait for then the money to go back to the IRS for them to be able to send it to a corrected bank account. Okay. So that's going to cause you some delays. So, if you change your bank account from what they have on file, you can expect delays as well. Just a reminder, adult dependents do not qualify for the stimulus check. Is 17 and under, right? Under 17. And if they were 17 or turned 17 the second half of 2020, they should be eligible for the same amount as you are, which is the $600. Like last time it was $500. This time it's the same amount as the adult is qualified for it. Okay. Somebody's asking me about student loans. We won't know about that till they actually pass the stimulus. There's been different amounts that have been tossed around, that have been not tossed around, but proposed. So we will see what they land on. I know one of the latest in the HEROES Act, it was $10,000. I've heard as much as $50,000. Okay, so we'll just have to see what they decide. I want to talk really quickly on the Paycheck Protection Program. Again, I did a more in-depth video. It's called Paycheck Protection Program 2.0. I went in depth on everything pertaining to the Paycheck Protection Program, what you need to know, how to qualify, what the criteria is, because there's a lot as far as the reauthorization of this program. Now, the SBA is supposed to be releasing regulations, guidance on the Paycheck Protection Program and EIDL today or this week, because they were supposed to do it within 10 days of the signing of the bill into law. So we should be expecting, right, something soon to be released by the SBA regarding this program, as it has been extended for $284 billion of new PPP money that will be available for entrepreneurs, gig workers, self-employed, solopreneurs, and small business owners, and also nonprofit. Whether you have an employee or do not have an employee, you're an employee of one, and so you could potentially qualify for this program. So we'll look out for the SBA to see what they are going to release, because they have to do that before the banks, the approved lenders, will start to open up their portal, their application portals. Once they do that, just make sure that you're ready, prepared with your information, and you can begin to apply. I always say first start with banks, right? Lenders you have a personal relationship with. Square, Cabbage, and PayPal were on the lenders list before. So they had really simple, easy application processes. You can apply to multiple places. I highly recommend multiple approved lenders. Okay, go to that video. I even have the link to their approved lenders list there in that video. But this is a wonderful program that a lot of businesses missed out on before because they didn't know that they qualified. So you may potentially qualify for this. If you're a solopreneur, again, you would use your Schedule C. You must have had a profit in your business in order for you to qualify, for it to make sense based on what they would calculate to determine what your loan amount would be. So that is the payroll program. That is the forgivable loan, which means you have an opportunity to receive 100% forgiveness, which means what? It will be a grant. Grants are free money. You do not have to pay them back. With this program, they've also extended the simplified application for forgiveness. So anyone that in the first round, you had a loan of $150,000 or less, then that means you will only have to fill out a one-pager application. I have a step-by-step video on a one-pager. They may have a few differences with this one, but they shouldn't be that different, okay? Because it's a real simple application for those that had a loan of 150 or less. If you had received EIDL, the EIDL Advance and PPP, because people are asking me, can I apply for EIDL and PPP? Or sometimes your lender told you couldn't do both. You can. You can apply for both and you can get both, right? If you receive the advance and you did not get full 100% forgiveness of your PPP, you are able to get that. You're supposed to be made whole. So again, the SBA should be releasing guidance on that process. So if you've already filed for forgiveness and you did not get 100%, you definitely want to make sure you get the balance thereof. Okay. If you have any questions on that, let me know. Okay. So let's talk about EIDL. Now, the SBA did release a press release stating that the EIDL program, which is the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, has been extended to December 31st of 2021. Okay, that is the loan program. I've had so many people going to apply and they're asking me, oh, I don't see the grant. There's nowhere to sign up for the grant. No, you won't see that. If you're applying right now, you're applying for the loan, not the grant. Okay, please go check out my video. It's called the $10,000 EIDL grant approved. It go through all the details of what the new EIDL grant program entails and how you can qualify for the program. This program also is for entrepreneurs, gig workers, self-employed, solopreneur, small businesses that have 500 or less employees. For this new grant program is 300 employees or less. Okay, so there's different criteria for this. They have both a targeted EIDL, which is for those that are in a low income community, right? If you're in a low income community, you have 300 employees or less, and you have to have received a reduction in gross revenues over comparison quarter between 2019 and 2020 in order to qualify for those targeted EIDLs. Those of us that have already applied, if you only received a portion of the 10,000, you should be able to qualify to get the balance. And if you're like me and you applied early on and you didn't get any money because they ran out of funding, we are at the top of the list to get the full $10,000. Okay. So there will be some process where the SBA will connect or contact you, email you, let you know that you are potentially eligible for these targeted grants. And then they will let you know what the next steps are on how to request it or how to apply for it. Because a lot of you all have asked me, well, how do we apply? We're waiting on the SBA to provide the guidance. And we're expecting that this week. But as we know, last time they weren't timely. I'm hoping they'll be more timely this year or this time around, because again, the law says that they have 10 days to announce guidance on that. So again, grants are free money. This is a grant program. You can qualify to get the balance thereof or the full $10,000. And then there will be emergency grants as well. Don't know if they will be full $10,000 or they will do it similar to last time, which is the $1,000 per employee. As soon as they release the information, I will be sure to come on live to let you know, because again, once they open up the applications for these, you definitely want to act quickly, because again, the funding, it ran out twice the last time, and because there's such a need, guaranteed it's going to run out again, and you just don't want to be the last to be applying for these programs. You definitely want to make sure that you're in line to get your money. Okay, now, okay, so if you want more information on that, more details, go to that specific video on $10,000 EIDL grant approved is the video. Watch that all the way through. All the questions you're asking me I'm sure is answered in that video. Okay. Also, more relief for small businesses. If you have a Section 7A or a loan, SBA loan or micro loan by the SBA, you can qualify for forgiveness of those loans. If you currently have a loan or if you're applying for a new loan, okay? So this is there's been a number of different programs. The SBA has a number of different programs. This is another one. This is separate from PPP. This is separate from EIDL. These are Section 7A and micro loans through the SBA. If you have one, you can qualify for forgiveness up to $9,000. Okay. And if you're taking out a new loan, again, you can qualify for forgiveness of those loans up to $9,000. What does forgiveness mean? That you do not have to pay it back. It is free money for your business. Okay. So again, look for information on that. Reach out to, if you already have the loan, you may want to reach out to the SBA. The lenders, again, they will most likely be rolling out all these programs and guidance around it, and then providing you with instructions on next steps to take to make sure that you get the benefits that you're entitled to. Okay. I'll answer questions in just a second. Now, there are going to be grants, additional grants, and I believe the SBA is going to administer these as well. These are grants for cultural arts, live events, theaters, right? So live event venues, if you're in that industry, you're in that business, we know that those industries have been really impacted by this pandemic. They are allocating $15 billion towards this program of grants, free money. So if that applies to your business, or if the programs I'm talking about, you have peers that are entrepreneurs and small business owners, tell them about these programs. Tell them about our channel in this video. Share it out. Let them know so that they can start to get ready for when these programs are rolling out. And that is going to be soon. Okay. So those are cultural arts, live venues, theaters, museums. If that is you, you will qualify. You can potentially qualify for that grant. Now, they're going to be setting aside $2 billion of that money for those businesses in those same industries with 50 employees or less. Okay. Okay. Another grant under the stimulus that is coming is for child care providers. Are you a child care provider? Let me know in the comments. If any of these programs apply to you, let me know in the comments. Child care providers, they have a grant that is coming out specifically for you. Again, details will be coming out. So if you know a child care provider, right? You have children, you have a child care provider that's taking care of your children, let them know about this program and the money that they could potentially get to help them in their business. It's free money. It's a grant program for child care providers. As soon as they release information, again, we will let you know, but know that that's on the way. Okay. Now, another program to be mindful of, to look out for. Now, this program was existing under the CARES Act, but a lot of small business didn't apply because under the CARES Act, you could not apply for the Paycheck Protection Program and apply for the employee retention tax credits at the same time. Well, guess what? Under the new bill, you can. You can get PPP and you can get the employee retention tax credit. Okay, all of you, if you have an employees, that W-2 employees, let me know in the comments. This is for you, okay? Employee retention tax credit or refundable tax credit up to $14,000 per employee. Are you excited? I know I'm excited. Okay. In order to qualify for this, you must have 500 employees or less, 20% of decline in gross receipts. So you will notice with a lot of these programs, now you have to be able to show a decline in gross receipt over comparable periods between over 2019 and 2020 for all of these different programs. If you can show that you had a 20% decline, you can qualify for this tax credit. Okay. Now, this tax credit will be available through you filing your 2020 tax returns. So again, you want to make sure that you have a versed, knowledgeable accountant or tax consultant working with you to make sure that you get this credit that you are possibly entitled to. Okay. Again, you can get this retroactively with your PPP. Okay. So yes, this one is for, that's why it says employee retention tax credits. This is for small business owners that actually do have employees. Okay. Then just a reminder about PUA. This is the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. We know that they have extended this through March 31st of 2021. So all of you all that are on PUA or need to qualify or apply, file a claim. And then the benefits are retroactive only back to December the 1st. This also includes the $300 a week additional unemployment payments. And the weeks of claims has been extended from 39 weeks to 50 weeks. So contact your state unemployment office. Each state is different in how they process and the criteria that has to be met to qualify for the program. So reach out to your state unemployment office if you are on PUA or you have any questions, if you ran out, right? Like if you exhausted your benefits, or if you think you're in a position where you need to apply because you're lacking the income. Okay. For those of you that are both W-2 employees and 1099, you can possibly qualify for an additional $100 a week, which means that you would get $400 a week in extra unemployment benefits. Okay. So really quickly, I want to mention again, because so many states, again, are still coming out with grant programs. They were funded under the CARES Act, given billions of dollars. They're actually adding on to their grant programs. So states had the bulk of the money, grant money, free money, is at your local levels. I'm talking your state, your county, and your cities. There is money available. CARES Act money at the states. They're adding millions of dollars to the funds they've already had. If you've applied for grants and won them, they're giving you more money on top of what they've already given. So again, you want to make sure that you're aware of the grants that are available to you. If you do not already have our grant tracker, haven't bookmarked it, go to our website at www.shebosstalk.com. It's on the menu bar. You can't miss it. It says Relief and Grant Tracker. It's a free online tool that we update weekly that has lists of grants, scholarships, pitch competitions that will give you access to free money. It has all the CARES Act, the state CARES Act grants on there. And we list to anytime they add more money to the pot, we add a note there that says how much they have added. Okay, I'm talking states like California. I just launched a big $500 million grant. Michigan has several grants. Okay, they just added $100 million to their grant program. Okay, so states are coming out with grant programs. I know many of you all have applied for those at your local level, and a lot of you have won them. So continue to do so, because they find it's a challenge for them to find you all, especially those of you all that are in underrepresented communities, those minority and women businesses. So I'm telling you where to go look to find these grants. So all you have to do is use the tools that we have provided. We've already done the heavy lifting. Look for your grant there. Use that as a start. We tell you where to look in your city, your county, your state to find the money. Contact those agencies, organizations, and associations, and then start applying for those grant funds, right? Just think about, do you need money for your business? What do you need it for? What are you going to use it for? How can it help you pivot and scale in your business? You can use money for your business right now, free money. Let me know in the comments. I would definitely appreciate it. Okay. So the grants are out there and available. Use our grant tracker. Okay. Now, we also, for those of you that have been asking me, I need more help with grants. I need more help getting grants for my business. Whether you are, no matter what type of business you have, whether you're a startup or you've been in business 10 years, whether you're a for-profit or nonprofit business, our Win Grants with Ease Masterclass is really going to help you and set you up for success. I decided to open up this masterclass. It's a group interactive class on January the 9th and the 16th. You can sign up for either date. Either day you can sign up for, and the link is in the show notes. It's also on the screen. Seats are filling up. This is an online class. We will be doing it via Zoom. It's going to be really good, interactive. I'm going to be sharing examples of grants that I've won, walking you through the entire process. We have other individuals that are working on grants. We're going to use theirs as examples. So if you need help and you're ready to get money for your business, sign up for the masterclass. Okay. The time is now to make it happen. If you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? If you need money now, you need to know exactly what to do to win these grants. Don't go into it blindly. Okay. So, one of my peers just today was so sad that she missed out on the grant that she won. We're going to use that as an example as well, because I try to you have to be mindful. and aware of the opportunities. And when you apply, you have to be on top of it. They will not wait for you. They will not. If they tell you that you need to submit information or documentation in 2 days, if you wait 5 days, it's done. They've given it to someone else. You know, I do not like it makes me so sad to hear these stories that people won grants and they didn't get it because they just didn't follow up. They didn't monitor their emails. They didn't submit a piece of document that they were asked to submit and submit it on time. That is just so sad. So the cheat sheet will help you know everything that you need in order to win grants and win more of them. It has all my insider tips, that everything that I've used to win the many grants that I've won, which is at this point almost $100,000. And I've helped over 1,000 entrepreneurs and small business owners win millions for their business, free money. Okay, but you want to set yourself up for success. Don't go into the process blindly. I just read off all of these federal programs. Whether you're applying for a federal program, state, county, city, national grant, international grant, pitch competition, the cheat sheet is going to help you. Get it if you don't have it already. The master class will help you. If you need more than the cheat sheet has helped a lot of people. But if you need more than that, you want to join us for the master class, sign up for the master class before all the seats are taken. Okay. With all of this relief, there is more coming. There is more money. Didn't I say a while back that small businesses will be flooded with money, free money? Who can't use free money for their business? Why would you give up free money? The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're ready to get your money, the opportunity is here. We're making these classes available. I'm very busy, but I'm very passionate about small businesses and making sure that you get access to your money. So I dedicated these next 2 Saturdays just for you, so we can make this happen, so we can get this money. So I want to hear all the success stories of all the money that you're about to get for your business, and then how you're using that money to make an impact in your industry, in your community, and in the world. That's why we're here. That's why we're in business. Okay. So that's the stimulus update. That this is all great news for you. So I hope that this has been beneficial to you. I hope this is empowering you to take action in your business, that you will no longer be passive, but you will be proactive. You will be on it, right? And making it priority to get money for your business. Okay. So with that said, let me just scan here and answer a few questions. There's a lot of them. So someone asked me about the grant. Again, anything about the EIDL grant, go check out the video. Yeah, check out the video on the EIDL grants. Let me see. Someone is looking for the cheat sheet and the tracker. You can see it in the show notes, or just go to our website at www.shebosstalk.com. If you want to sign up for the class, the link is right here on the screen. bit.ly SBT get grants now, all lowercase. Or you can go to our website and find it. It's right at the top. It's a welcome bar that says sign up, register for the master class. Okay. Do you suggest hiring a grant writer after being awarded a grant? Right now, there's so many grants that you don't need a grant writer, but there are other grants that you may want to go for that you need a grant writer. I say go for the grants right now that you don't even need a grant writer for, because there's so many of them. All you need is our grant tracker and our cheat sheet. And if you need our master class, with those three, you should be able to get all the grants that you need. If you need a grant writer, I have a referral for you. I'm happy to provide that. Okay. We have someone that said they just signed up for the master class. Awesome. I need grants to apply for. And someone else asked me, do I need to have grants like that I'm already applying for to attend the class? No, you don't. We will use those as examples to help you so that when you do get a grant, you already know what to expect. You can see, different scenarios because they all have, every grant, it can be different. They all have similarities, but they all have uniquenesses too. So we'll walk through examples. There's nothing better than examples. Okay. Let's see. We have somebody in Michigan. They're having a hard time finding grants for startups. Okay. And then all grants, it won't just say startups. Look for, if a grant doesn't say you have to be in business for X number of years, apply for it. Okay. Even for startups can be businesses from 0 to 5 years. The definition of startups, it can be broad, just depending on the funder, right? But a lot of these COVID grants, they want to see that you're a proven business, right? And so they will have dates. They will say, like, at least you had to have been in business a year. But not all of them are like that, because not all of them are COVID grants. There's a lot of grants in Michigan. Go to our grant tracker. I think there's 4 or 5. If you're from Michigan, let me know if you've applied for a grant. I mean, I hope you have, because they've had a ton of them. They probably have had more grants than anybody that I know. Are there? Yes. If all you startups, there are grants, go to our grant tracker. Scroll down to the bottom of the grant tracker. You will see an expanded list of grants available for startups. Okay. Someone else is saying they don't understand about TurboTax and H&R Block. I don't know either. I don't know what the issue is, but I know there was an issue with them last time as well. So just know, if you haven't gotten yours, it may be because you went through H&R Block or TurboTax, and I'm sure they're trying to work on resolving the issue. Someone is talking about the pandemic unemployment. They didn't start PUA back in Ohio yet. Well, they should shortly. And if they did not, it will be retroactive back to December the 1st. So just like when we had to wait here in Ohio the first time around, we got retroactive payments. Okay, so we have a TurboTax person. They said they got their stimulus both times. Okay. All right. So I know there's a lot of questions. It's hard to scroll all the way up. Again, leave your questions, and I will definitely circle back after this video ends. Again, do give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are benefiting from our content. Definitely do that. Hit the notification bell just to make sure that you stay in the know. You're the first to be notified, because again, I monitor these programs every single day. And so I come on to make sure that you are updated as quickly as possible so that you can act quickly to get money for your business and for yourselves and for your families. Apply for those other relief programs, rent, mortgage relief. There's federal mortgage and rent relief coming out as well. I know a lot of states, a lot of counties and cities have those same relief programs. So definitely, if you need the help, find those programs. They're also on our tracker. Apply for those to get the relief that you need. Thank you so much. Again, continue to be the boss with amplified impact, and continue to stay safe and in good health. And let's pray for peace. Let's pray for peace for the U.S. Okay. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.